Hey everybody, this is Tommy G.
And PJ.
And we are coming to you from the Pacific Northwest up here, Pete, in Tacoma, Washington. It's as you can see there, it's a seaport. A lot of sea stuff going on here.
Yes, sir. And when I see port, I drink it.
I love port. It's one of my, it's literally on my Christmas list every year. I rarely get it, but it's there anyway. If anyone wants to send a bottle here, I'll give you the address. I'll put it in the description. But anyway, no, it's the home of these Herbisaurs, Pete. The Herbisaurs are actually. It's good to be a fan in Tacoma right now. Both of their teams are first place in each conference, and the Herbisaurs are up there as one of them as well.
Yes, sir. And they're playing well, and we got a home and home, so we got 2 games against these guys.
They are. It's been a while since we've seen this team, Pete. I think we were in with the Freebooters used to play the Herbisaurs in their division. So some of these names come up, and it's Grunt Manley, some old names we remember. Annabella Stokes. What am I looking at here? Chili Little. Remember Chili Little?
Chili Little, sure.
Jem Qualita. Olaf Slackoff. I mean, these are household names up here and up here. So anyway, before we go too far into that though, Pete, we have, it looks like 9 games that have happened since our last game. 2 of them the Arctic, so we'll let you know if that changes things. But you ready to start this, Pete, when the Arctics face the Wild Pigs in New York?
Sure.
It goes like this.
All right, so the Arctics and the Wild Pigs. Wild Pigs score first, but the Arctics come back to win 4-3 and 12.
Jacks visit the Water Bullets, and the Water Bullets win at 3-1.
Wide Loads and the Overdogs, and the Wide Loads take that 7-4.
Outlaws go to Phoenix, Pete, to play the Sandcats. The Sandcats take it 5-1.
The Warblers and the Sawteeth. The Warblers 4-0 over the Sawteeth.
Frontrunners go up to New York to play the Wild Pigs, and it's all Frontrunners, Pete.
Holy cow.
19-zip.
Arctics and the Platypi. It's a back-and-forth battle, but the Arctics, hold on to win 7-6 and 10.
Water Bullets go all the way to Hawaii, and it's close until the end when the Nemesis won at 5-4.
The Jacks in the hot corners. Jacks take an early lead, commanding lead 11-1. They take that game.
So, start us off, Pete, the Pioneer Conference up there.
In the Pioneer Conference Pathfinder Division, my friend Tom, the Burners have a 2-game lead over the Freedom and the Moose. The Burners have a 10-5 record, while the Freedom and Moose are both 8-7.
Down in the Uncharted Division, you have the San Diego Platypi, and tied up with the New York Wild Pigs at 10-6. 10-6 that the Wild Pigs just got clobbered there, but they're still first place.
And then down in the Journey Division, the Arctics at 10-6 have a 1-game lead over the Sandcats, who are sitting at 9-7.
In our Explorer Conference, Seafair Division, you got the Gold Coats are 10-5 in first place, slightly ahead of the Houston Jacks or the Texas Jacks, who are 10-6.
In the Trade Division, our very own division, these Herbisaurs we're going to be seeing today and tomorrow, with a record of 9-6, are holding a half-game lead over the Nemesis, who are sitting at 9-7. Of course, our very own Beewolves sitting at 3-12 on the season and 6 games behind these Herbisaurs.
And finally, in the Curiosity Division, you got the Colorado Warblers. Or is it? It's the Colorado Springs Warblers. Either way, they're from Colorado. 10-6 at the top of that division. They are ahead of both the Wide Loads and the Sawteeth.
Yeah, tight division down there, the Curiosity Division.
It is. Before we talk too much about what's going to happen in this game, Pete, we could go over some of what happened in that last game. It was a tough loss by the Beewolves against the Burners, a team they only faced once. But it was it was back and forth. The Beewolves were kind of in it, but the Burners just jumped out and just played some powerful offense. Perkins actually starts the scoring for the Burners in the top of the second with this line drive home run over left field wall, and it's quickly 3-0 Burners. And it was a lot like that, Pete. There was really only 2 hits where they got 6 runs.
Yeah, and it was in back-to-back innings. So I think it was the second and the third inning they wind up with 2 3-run home runs, and that was the hurdle to climb early on.
Well, it was in the bottom of the second, actually. Johnson Swanson lays down a nice sacrifice bunt to bring in 1 runner, and he cut the Burners' lead to 2. It was 3-1 at that point. But then in the top of the third, Trejo slams this misplaced curveball over left field, and again, with 2 runners on the bags, and adds 3 to the score. So at this point, the Burners had a six runs on 6 hits.
Yeah, and that Swanson sacrifice bunt was perfectly placed. I mean, he got it right down the first base line, exactly where you wanted it. So hats off to Johnson Swanson for that.
But so down 6-1, Japani shows she could still K, down by 5 as she puts Benetti away in the top of the 4th for her second strikeout of the day. And she gets Bonitas in the top of the 7th, followed by Trejo to pick up her 3rd and 4th Ks on the day. Then,
yeah, she didn't look as sharp as she normally does. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Then the bottom of the 7th, Freddie Knox steals second, and the throw goes past Bonitas, who covers the bag. And then in the next pitch, Magic Moore brings him in to put another on the board, making it a 6-2 Burners lead, and we're inching in there.
Yeah, there were the Burners committed 3 errors on the day, so I don't know if that's their typical type of game, but they seem to be struggling in the field.
Well, the Burners got sloppy with this throw into the dugout that allows Beewolf runners to advance, putting another run on the board. And this is followed quickly by a Freddie Knox single that brings Arizona to within 1 run of tying things up. But the Burners add 2 more with this 2-run single in a left field in the top of the 9th, and that's where things end, as LeBoink puts one deep into center field with Bertha Banks on 3rd, but it's caught, and the Beewolves lose another tough one against a very strong team.
Yeah. Again, we talked about it, I think, at the beginning of the last game, or maybe it was the end of the last game, but boy, these Beewolves are struggling, and yet they are facing some of the toughest teams in the league for some reason. I'm not sure how many or if we have faced any teams with losing records. It seems like every game we're facing a first-place team. Yeah,
that's a good segue to this game, Pete. Here we got the Beewolves, who are 3-12 speed demons, facing the Herbisaurs, who are 9-6 extreme defensive experts. So what that's telling me right now, the Beewolves have finally started to get some offense, but they have some capable hitters. They really need to close things up defensively.
Yeah, we're still seeing some mistakes in the field that we got to clean up. Again, you go back to the last game against the Burners, those 2 3-run home runs. There were opportunities there that maybe you could have gotten at least one person off the base paths, and like you said, there was just miscommunications out there. So we do have to clean that up, and then the pitchers, like I say, they seem to lose it, and for the most part they look pretty good, but it's 1-2 pitches, and the entire game hinges on those 1 or 2 pitches.
This is going to be a big day on the mound. The Beewolves are starting their lefty, Deshaun Levon, who has not had a good season, Pete. He's first of all, he's a little tense right now. He's not throwing it very hard. He doesn't put much movement on it. He's accurate enough. He's 0-2 on the season with a 17.55 ERA and a 3.60 WHIP.
Yeah, he has not had a good outing. I mean, it started really in his first start where he took a pitch off of the nugget there in the second inning and wound up having to leave the game. And after that he came in. I think we were impressed once, and then he kind of lost it a little bit. So, but you look at that ERA, and that's a hard thing to stomach right there.
How about our notable players?
You look down there at the notable players for the Beewolves. Alora Franco at first base. Her power is exceptional, although she's never hit a home run. She sees the ball well at the plate and makes good connects. It can connect very well, and she's got some good speed when she can get on the base pass. She's hitting .417, and like I say, no home runs to date. Hanley Dexteras at shortstop. He's got better than average power. His ability to connect and his speed on the base pass is excellent. He's hitting .281. Again, no home runs. Buster Biggs, not Brad. Brad's his old man. Brad calls me up before every game. Buster Biggs, Brad's little boy. He's got great power, and he's making good connection. He's got some pretty good speed, really good speed on the base pass. He's hitting 300 with 3 home runs. So he's been hitting the long ball for us, and that's been a big benefit for us. We're happy about that.
Well, unfortunately, those guys are going to have to face the Herbisaurs starting pitcher, the right-hander Olaf Slakov. He throws the ball really hard, Pete, and it looks like he's juiced too. So we're going to see the ball coming in quick if we see it at all. He doesn't put a whole ton of movement on it, but he's pretty darn accurate. He doesn't have a record for the season. He's 0-0 with a 5.02 ERA and a 1.74 WHIP, but he's going to be someone they're going to want to get to in quickly.
Yeah, they're going to want to make Slakov throw a lot of pitches, and so being watchful at the plate and making sure you're being patient, I think, is going to be key here. The notable players for the Herbisaurs, they have M. Stewart at shortstop. He's got better than average speed. His fielding is amazing, and he's got a great arm. He's hitting .333 with one home run. Wise Sachs in center field has great speed and great speed, great fielding, and a great arm. He's hitting .322 with 2 home runs. And F. Clark, the catcher, he's got about average speed, but his fielding and his arm are exceptional. He's hitting .167. All 3 of these notable players are locked in. And I think this is the first time, Tommy, this season where we've seen the notable players being notable for their defense more than their offense. I think this is the first time I've ever read about speed, fielding, and arm as opposed to power, connectivity, and speed. Yeah,
they are a tough team. We may want to get ourselves ready for this to be a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
The starting lineup.
That's right, Tom.
It's going to look a little bit something like this just coming in. It looks like Handley Dexteris is going to start the batting order at shortstop. He's going to be in there. Buster Biggs is going to play left field, and he'll be second in line. Third, then, Steve Monstour is getting the nod to start today's game. Johnson Swanson's is well, but he's not full physical fitness. And Monstour's really been lighting it up, Pete.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he's been a firecracker out there at the plate, so we need that going for us today.
Need some fireworks. Excuse me. Laura Franco at first base, no surprise there. Billy LeBoink out in right field, still no surprise. Gina Torrance back at second base. It'll be good to see her. Freddie Knox came in and really shaped things up there, but hopefully Gina's got the spark lit.
Yeah.
Bertha Banks back at third base. Magic Moore out in center field, and again on the mound, Deshaun Levon. This is going to be a breakout game for Levon. He throws a 4-finger, 2-finger slider and changeup. The last game he played, it was basically like he was injured. He needs to go deep into the game if he's going to really redeem himself here, Pete. I know he got a little boost in his training, so he's hoping to prove what he can do. We're hoping he can.
Yeah. I mean, both we talked about it. Hurley Bender and what's the guy? The second
Tats Belfort?
Ortiz.
Yeah.
Both of them came out through great games. They kept the ball in the park against some pretty big hitting teams, and we're going to need kind of the same thing from Levon. Just keep the ball in the park. Don't try to strike everybody out. Trust your defense behind you, and then as you pointed out, we need the defense to step up. So.
Well, they're about to or not. We'll find out here soon, Pete. Looks like we're getting the light. Show us we're at the game here. Nice day game, right. Emerald Diamond.
Yeah, beautiful park. It's always nice to be at Emerald Park here. Emerald Diamond Park. I don't know, Emerald Park.
Nicely manicured. Yeah, I like the layout.
Yes, I do too. I like the open air. The batting order for the Herbisaurs: Sachs in center field, Hamster at third base, Rojas in right field, Manley at first base, Stanberg in left field, Stokes at second base, Stewart at shortstop, Clark catching, and Slakov pitching. Coming up in the top of the first, Handley Dexteris, Buster Biggs, and Steve Monstour going to take a quick gander at Olaf Slakov, the hard-throwing Slakov. Beautiful day for baseball. Dexteris is hitting .281 with no home runs and an RBI. That first pitch from Slakov is down. That's ball 1. Outside, ball 2, 2-0. That's high. Ball 3, 3-0. Slakov. Dexteris takes that pitch for a called strike. Now it's in there for a called second strike. That's full count, 3-2 to Dexteris. Bang! That's pow, and that is gone. Oh, off the wall. I'm sorry. And Dexteris is pulling in the second with a leadoff double. Wow, that was crazy. He hit that as hard as you could hit it.
He did, got the pitch count up too.
He did. He went six
Buster Biggs
pitches.
coming up, hitting 300 of the season. Takes the first one as the ball, and the pressure is somewhat medium with Dexteris at second base in scoring position. That one's hit hard to left field. Both runners are going around. It's going to be a double, and Dexteris is coming in, Pete, and it's already 1-0 Beewolves.
All right. Way to start the game, Beewolves. Let's keep going. Steve Monstour, the catcher, hitting .480 with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. No outs. Monstour has power against right-handed pitching. That first pitch is in there for a called strike. 0-1. There's a smash into left field, and Biggs is able to move up to third. So runners at first and third with no outs.
Laura Franco comes up hitting .417, still looking for that first home run with runners at the corners. The pitch comes in, it's high, and she pops it straight up. Runners have to come back to the mound. Slackoff really didn't have to move for that one.
Got a little excited on that one. Billy LeBoink hitting .293 with 3 home runs and 11 RBIs. Runners at first and third with 1 out.
Oh no! Double play. They're done.
Okay, there was a running error anyway. Yoink Sachs, Henry Hamster, and Juan Rojas going to take a look at Deshaun Levant. Beewolves got 3 hits in that first inning and scored a run. So the Beewolves are up 1-0.
The center fielder, Yoink Sachs.
Yoink Sachs hitting .322 on the season. He's locked in and fit. He's got a lot of speed. Mostly a power hitter. Not a ton, though. Sean Levant throws his first pitch in there a little bit low for a ball. Ball 1-1 the count. Monstour gives him the signal. Second pitch inside, misses ball 2. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Beewolves up here in the Pacific Northwest. Third pitch inside, ball 3, and we're still looking for that first strike from Levant, who's tense, trying to shake it. 4-pitch walk to start the game.
I'm having trouble.
Well, Levant's struggling. We got Henry Hamster coming up. Likes the high pitch, hitting .297. They're going to hope he hits into a double play, but he's a stealer at first base, Pete, with a ton of speed. First pitch high, almost out of there, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Second pitch coming in, there he goes. Oh, Monstour throws it, but it's nowhere near in time. And the runner's at second base with no outs and 2 balls. Finally, we get a strike in there from Levant. 2-1 the count. That pitch is low and away, ball 3. Levant looking to get something in there. Inside corner, strike 2, 3-2 full count. He's getting ready to throw his 10th pitch. That one is hit to Torrens at second, who's going to throw him out at first. 1 down with a runner at third. And the Herbisaurs are threatening. Juan Rojas comes in hitting .364. He's locked in, but he's known as a whiffer. So we'll see what happens here. Rojas. Devon steps off the bag, tosses to third, keeping him honest. Mostly just making him jump into the dirt. First pitch on the inside corner, strike 1 by Levant. Rojas looking for the second pitch, makes it in there for strike 2. Here's the whiffer. Let's see if Levant can put a guy away. Fouls that one off the right side. That's a souvenir. Foul ball. Still 0-2. They're going to do it again, Pete. Levant gets the signal from Monstour. Winds up, delivers inside corner, popped up. That's going to be in play. Franco going back. Grabs it for that second out. Oh, he's going home. He's out. How is it? He could run?
He tagged up, yeah. Once you catch it, he can tag up.
But it was foul.
Still, you made a play on it, so.
Crap. Well, the game's tied up there. It was a good catch in foul territory, but they ended up getting the run, so it's kind of a moot point. Grunt Manley coming up hitting .206 on the season with 2 home runs. Hits that one to Dexteris, couldn't quite grab it. Biggs picks it up and left. They're going to hold him at first base. It's a tie ball game here at the bottom of the first. He just needs one more runner. Morton Stanberg comes up. 286 on the season with no home runs, 3 RBIs. He's got a little bit of speed at first base, but they're not too concerned with it. First pitch is a strike. 1-1 the count. Stanberg goes to first, doesn't get him in time. Gets into the dirt. A good stop by Franco over the air. That pitch is high, popped up to left field. Buster Biggs underneath it, short of the warning track, and that'll end the side, Pete.
But they tie it up. Herbisaurs get one run off of one hit. Coming up at the top of the second, Gina Torrens, Bertha Banks, and Magic Morris Blackoff threw 12 pitches in that first inning and gave up 3 hits. Torrens playing second base is hitting .340 with no home runs and 2 RBIs.
She is. See if they get continue the offensive streak. Takes the first pitch. Looked a little high, but strike 1 on the count. Second pitch inside corner, swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Torrens, who's down 0-2 in the count. That one she hits hard into left field, going back near the track. Rojas pulls it in right field for the first out.
The third baseman,
Bertha Banks, third baseman, hitting .250 on the season. She's feeling neutral and fit. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. Banks hits that one. The first baseman dives to get at it.
Oh!
now
Gets her.
the center fielder,
Just got her with the throw, yeah. Magic Moore hit .286.
He's known to have good contact against left-handers, but he's hitting a right-hander. First pitch he hits to Stewart at shortstop, and it's 1-2-3.
Yeah. Coming up in the bottom of the second, Annabelle Stokes, Milo Stewart, and Fiona Clark. Levon threw 18 pitches in that first inning, gave up a walk and a hit. LOL Crab Pasta Bar.
the second baseman,
Annabelle Stokes is playing second base. She's tense but fit, hitting .196 on the season with no home runs and 6 RBIs. She steps in there against Levon. First pitch is in there for cold strike. Strike 1. Levon delivers. Pop up on the infield. Levon, gives way to Torrens for the first out.
now
I don't know if that was smart by Torrens. Kind of rude.
Milo Stewart hitting .333. 1 home run, 7 RBIs. He's manning the shortstop position for the Herbisaurs today. 1 out in the bottom of the second. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Stewart is locked in and fit. That's a ground ball to Torrens. Picks it up. Makes the throw to Franco to retire. Stewart, 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Fiona Clark, the catcher, she's locked in and fit. She's hitting .167 on the year. No home runs, but she does have 3 RBIs. That one's low, ball 1. 1-0. That's in there for a cold strike. Evens up the count at 1. 1-1. Beewolves and the Herbisaurs locked up at 1. Swing and a miss. Fiona Clark offers it that one, but doesn't even catch up to it. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Deshaun Levon delivers to Gina Torrens over to Franco for the 3rd out. Torrens was busy that inning, Tom. Top of the 3rd, Deshaun Levon, the pitcher, is going to lead off. Hanley Dexteris 1 for 1 with a double, and Buster Biggs 1 for 1 with a double. Slackoff's at 18 pitches and giving up 3 hits.
It's the attack of the 100-foot hot dog out there in center field, Pete.
If you got to go, that's the way to go. That one's a low, ball 1. Deshaun Levon has no batting average so far. That's popped up into shallow center field. The center fielder's calling for it. He's camped under it, and Sachs makes the grab to retire Levon. 1 out.
Hanley Dexteris coming up 1 for 1 with a double. It's a good start to the day, Pete. Standing in the left-hand batter's box, the switch hitter. Takes his first pitch, 100-mile-an-hour on the outside corner, ball 1. That one's in the same spot. Dives and misses. Hamster picks it up from shortstop, gets him at first. 2 out.
Buster Biggs, 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI. He's hitting .311, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. He's playing left field for the Beewolves today. First pitch is in there for a called strike. That one's popped up into center field. The center fielder Sachs, Sachs is underneath it, makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 3rd. We're going to move into the bottom of the 3rd. Olaf Slackoff, the pitcher, is going to lead off. Yoink Sachs with a walk, and Henry Hamster is 0 for 1. Levon's at 26 pitches and giving up a walk and a hit.
It's got to go from Olak Slakov. The pitcher's juiced. Good power hitter for a pitcher. That's something you're used to seeing. Hitting a little bit above the belt as it is at this point in the season. Check swing on that first one. Strike one. It's in there. Bottom of the third. Tie ball game. One apiece. Beewolves, Herbisaurs. That one he fouls back, Pete. It's a souvenir. Quickly 0-2. Levon's ahead of him. Not something he's used to. Delivers. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Strike three. Way to go, Levon. And quick at him.
Yes, sir.
Yoink, sacks. Known as a stealer. I didn't see. Was he 1 for 1 on the day?
I believe so. No, he walked.
Oh, he walked. That's right. He's got a 322 average with 2 home runs. Oh, that one's up a little high. Monster couldn't quite field, but that's okay. No one's on base. 1-0 the count with 1 out. Swings that one a little bit outside. Doesn't go for it. Ball 2. 2-0 to Sanks. Throwing his 32nd pitch, Devon. Gets it on the low inside corner. Strike 1, 2-1. Monster gives a signal. Wind up delivery. Has a high one again. Ball 3. 3-1 the count. Now he may have to pitch to Sanks here. Getting ready to field it. High inside corner. Strike 2. 3-2. He's full in that count. Getting ready to throw his 35th pitch. Hits that one foul. Sachs has got him throwing. He's got gas in the tank, Levon, so he's okay to go a little longer. Pops that one up behind the plate. Monsteur's back, but it's going to range foul behind the net. Still 3-2. Rack it up. Do it again. Island buyers, shore up your investments out here, Pete. That one's popped up down the right side. Oh, LeBoink dives for it and just misses it foul. Still 3-2 to Sachs. Hopefully get him chasing something. Swinging it, fouls that one off, Pete. And he's making Levon pitch. Pops that one in the right field. LeBoink's back for it. It's going to be caught. Grabs that one for the second out. Wow.
Yeah, I know. How many pitches did he throw in that exchange? Yeah.
Henry Hamster 0 for 1. Likes his pitches in the upper part of the strike zone. Not sure what Devon will do there. Throws his 40th pitch low and inside. Strike 1. Got something out of his mouth there. Wiped it on his sleeve. Winds up, delivers. Doesn't chase that one low. Ball 1. 1 apiece. Has his pitch inside. Fouls it left. And we're 1 strike away from ending the side. Hits that one high to center field. The boink back for it. Grabs it for the third out. Oh my gosh. I thought he was going to miss it.
It was a good inning for Levon, except he threw so many pitches. Steve Monstour, 1 for 1. Laura Franco, 0 for 1. Billy LeBoink, 0 for 1. Going to look at Slakov, who's thrown 24 pitches going into the 4th inning. He's given up 3 hits. Monstour's 1 for 1 with a single. He's hitting .500 on the season with 2 home runs.
He's got power against righties, Pete. I like this guy standing left-hand box. Takes his first pitch outside and high. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. Second one's in there and he smashes it. It's a line drive though to Hamster at third for the out.
The first baseman.
Laura Franco, the first baseman's neutral and fit. She's hitting .405 on the season with no home runs and 2 RBIs. First one from Slakov's high. Ball 1. That one's high too. Ball 2. 2-0. That one's along the first baseline. Manley lays out to get it, and Slakov covering is able to get Franco.
Good play by Manley there. Billy LeBoink comes up 0 for 1, hitting .288 on the season. He likes his pitches up in the upper half of the strike zone. Low and away, swinging a little bit late. Strike 1 in that one. Second one's in there. Ball 1. Good eye by LeBoink. 1 apiece. It's another ball on the inside corner. Quickly ahead. Ball 2-1. That one's ball 3. Wow, he's got 3-1 on it. This is a hitter's pitch. Top of the 4th. That one's right in there, and he hits it up the gap in center field. It's going to be a nice single. Sachs holds him up. Finally getting something together, people. We got 2 outs.
Yes, sir. Just got to remember to hold up, lay off. Tina Torrance 0 for 1, hitting .333. No home runs and 2 RBIs. LeBoink is no danger to steal over there at first base. That first pitch is in there to Torrance for a called strike.
Oh.
That's top to the shortstop. Picks it up, makes the throw to Manley at first to get Torrance. But the Beewolves pick up another hit. Juan Rojas, Grunt Manley, and Morton Stanberg going to come up in the bottom of the 4th against Levon. Levon's at 43 pitches with a strikeout, a walk, and a hit. The score is tied 1-1. Juan Rojas is locked in and feeling fit. He's hitting .364 on the season with 3 home runs and 11 RBIs. Levon delivers a little outside. Ball 1-0. There's a shot to
second base. And she
Levon
feels it.
couldn't handle it. Yeah, a hot smash to Levon who couldn't handle it. Torrance rushing in, tried to make the throw but couldn't. Grunt Manley is hitting .219. Rojas has speed over at first base. The pitch to Manley is in there for called strike. Strike 1. Pitcher Levon goes to first base to keep Rojas close, and he's able to get back. 0-1. That's in there for called second strike. Manley is a tough out. Levon steps off the bag, and Rojas has to get back to first base. 0-2 to Manley, who is in the hole. There's a shot. Oh, and he's not going to get it. A diving Hanley Dexteris that was able to get past him into left field. I'm sorry, left field. So Manley picks up a base hit. You got Manley at first, Rojas at second. That's popped up by Magic Moore, who makes the catch and throws to third to keep everybody honest. And Rojas is still at second with Manley at first. 1 out. Annabelle Stokes, the second baseman, she's 0 for 1 on the day, hitting .192.
Steals third base.
It's a double steal, so Rojas was able to get into third, and Manley at second with 1 out. That's fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Annabelle Stokes. Levon steps off the rubber, checks the runners, everybody's back. Pitch.
Torrens a diving grab, 2 outs, but they get 1 run on that.
A hot smash to the second baseman Torrens, and she was able to dive and pick it up. She makes the throw to first to retire Stokes, but Rojas was able to cross. So Herbisaurs with a 1-run lead, 2-1. Milo Stewart steps in. He's locked in, takes the first pitch for a called strike. That's in there for a second called strike. No balls, 2 strikes, and Stewart is in the hole, 0-2. And that's a ground ball just foul to Laura Franco at first base. No balls, 2 strikes. There's a shot to Billy LeBoy, and it's caught, and we're out of the inning. The Herbisaurs do pick up 1 more run on 2 hits, though. Coming up in the top of the 5th, Bertha Banks, Magic Moore, and Deshaun Levon. Slackov is up to 36 pitches going into the 5th inning. He's given up 4 hits and 1 run. Herbisaurs with a 2-1 lead. Bertha Banks, the third baseman, she's 0 for 1 on the day, hitting .242.
Come on, Bertha. Like to see you get on here. Takes the first pitch outside, ball 100 miles an hour, 101. Inside corner, screaming in there, same speed. 2-0 the count. She smashes that, Pete. That's into left center field. She's going for 2. And what seems like slow motion, she's going to get a stand-up double. Nicely done, Bertha Banks.
Yeah, she's got some power, but she doesn't have a lot of speed. Magic Moore is 0 for 1 on the day, hitting .279. He's got 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. Bertha Banks is at second base with nobody out. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's a ground ball into the gap. Stewart picks it up and throws Moore out at first, but Bertha Banks gets to third base on the putout.
Now he's 0 for 1 to Sean Levon, but he just needs to get a single here to bring Banks in and tie the game. Takes his first pitch inside. Thought it was a little inside, but it's a strike. 0-1 the count. Second pitch he hits down to the third baseman. Oh, what? I hit the wrong button.
She scored.
She did?
I believe so, because they didn't make the tag. I didn't see the tag.
Wow, she did. It's tied up.
Okay, so tied up. Hanley Dexteris is in, takes the first pitch for a ball. Second pitch is in there for a called strike. 1-1, 2 outs. Beewolves tied up. There's a smash. The second baseman, Stokes, who picks it up, makes the throw to first. And again, a little confusion there, but the Beewolves were able to sneak one in there, so the score is tied 2-2 in going into the bottom of the fifth. Fiona Clark, Olaf Slackoff, and Yoink Sachs coming up. So Levon's thrown 56 pitches with a strikeout, a walk.
Fiona Clark's 0 for 1 on the day, but she's locked in at fit. And Levon's still got gas in the tank. He's looking okay. Takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Monstour gives him a signal. He likes it, winds up, delivers. That one's fouled down the right side. 0-2, and he's ahead of her. Levon. Good day here. Good, some Beewolf fans made the trip up here. Strike 3. Way to go, Levon. Kissing the arms there. Way to go. He got out there with a K, dude. I love Slackoff. Juiced. 0 for 1, but he's got a lot of power and good contact. Standing in the left-hand batter's box. Pops that one up. Monstour's back, but it's going to drift foul behind the dugout on the first base side. 0-1 the count. Second pitch. Outside corner, strike 2. The infield is going to go guard the lines. Levon throwing a 62nd pitch. That one is hit towards first base. Franco picks it up, throws it to Levon. 2 down, Pete. And Sachs 0 for 1 on the day. He's locked in and fit as well. Pretty good hitter. Monstour gives him a signal. Levon likes it, winds up, delivers. Misses high and inside. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. Tie ball game. That one is hit into right field. And LeBoink's going to throw over to first, but he's there with a single. Medium pressure now. Pressure comes up a little bit, but he just needs to get past one more. It's Henry Hamster. 0 for 2, likes a high pitch. Hoping to go 0 for 3. A lot of speed at first base, that Steeler. Levon's looking for a 65th pitch. Goes to first. Not in time. Franco makes him jump in the dirt. That's always good. Inside corner pops that one up into center field. This is going to end the inning. Magic Moore waving it off as it comes back from the stratosphere. 3 down.
All right. Coming up in the top of the sixth, Buster Biggs 1 for 2 with a double. Steve Monstour 1 for 2, and Alora Franco 0 for 2. Slackoff's at 47 pitches with 5 hits as we move into the 6th inning.
Now batting the left
Buster
fielder,
Biggs 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. He's got 306 on the season with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs.
4 home runs would be nice, wouldn't it, Pete? Takes his first pitch inside corner, ball 1. Good patience there by Buster Biggs. Swings at a bad one high and pops it up predictably to the shortstop, Stewart, who gets it in center field of all places.
the catcher.
Steve Monstour, the catcher. He's 1 for 2 with a single, hitting .481. Monstour catching. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. That's in there for a called second strike. 0-2 to Monstour. There's a smash up the middle, and Monstour beats it out. Infield hit.
Whew. Right. Laura Franco 0 for 2, hitting .395. You figure she can't go 0 for 3. Pressure's up here as Franco is looking to get on base. Takes the first pitch, good patience outside, ball 1, 1 on the count, top of the 6th. It's a tie ball game. That one's high. She pulls it left, foul ball. 1 apiece with 1 out. That one she likes, and she hits it deep to right center field, but Sachs comes and grabs it. She goes 0 for 3. Brings her right to first.
Yeah, she seems like maybe she's cooling off a little bit. Billy LeBoink, the right fielder, is 1 for 2 with a single. He's hitting .300 with 3 home runs and 11 RBIs. First shot is into left field, caught by Stanberg on the fly. So we're heading to the bottom of the 6th, all knotted up at 2. Beewolves with 6 hits, Herbisaurs with 4. Juan Rojas 1 for 1. Grunt Manley 2 for 2, and Morton Stanberg 0 for 2. Levon's at 65 pitches with 2 strikeouts, a walk, and giving up 4 hits. Rojas 1 for 1 with single and an RBI. He's hitting .375 on the season with 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. He's playing right field for the Herbisaurs.
Playing it the right way.
Yes, sir. He's locked in and feeling well. Takes the first pitch for a ball. That one's popped up on the inside in the field. Gina Torrens is calling everybody off. She makes the catch for the first out. Retires Rojas. Grunt Manley 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Hitting .231 with 2 home runs and 9 RBIs on the season. Manley's playing first base for the Herbisaurs. That's in there for a called strike. Strike one. Manley watches that one go by. Levon throwing bullets here. That one's hit deep. Foul and out of play. Manley's a tough out. Levon gets him swinging. 2 outs. Manley goes down swinging. All right, Levon. Morton Stamberg, the left fielder. He's 0 for 2 on the day, hitting .276. He's got no home runs and 3 RBIs. He's feeling neutral and well. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Stamberg watches it go by. 0-1. Allen shot into center field, and Magic Moore's on his bike, and he picks it out of the air for the 3rd out. Going into the top of the 7th, Gina Torrens 0 for 2. Bertha Banks 1 for 2 with a double, and Magic Moore 0 for 2. Olaf Slackoff is at 56 pitches and giving up 6 hits. Here we go, Gina. Come on, let's get something going here. Second baseman Gina Torrens, she's 0 for 2, hitting .327 on the year.
She can't go 0 for 3, can she, Pete? This pitch gets away. Ball 1. 1-0 count. Top of the 7th. It's a medium pressure situation. Second pitch in there for a strike. We're evened up at 1 apiece. She likes that one. Pops it up, though. That's going to be an easy grab for the left fielder underneath it. Stamberg brings it in for the first down.
Now batting, the third
1 out.
baseman.
Bertha Banks, the third baseman, 1 for 2 with a double. Hitting .265 on the season. She's brought her batting average up. Swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. Slackoff at 60 pitches. That one's high. Ball 1. 1-1. That one was low. 2-1. 1 out in the top of the 7th. That's a smash into left center field. It's going to be caught by the center fielder Sachs
Now batting,
for the 2nd out.
It's like there's helium in that thing. It just floated.
Yeah.
Magic Moore also 0 for 2. Come on, Moore. Let's get on the base here. Just get on the bag. It's all we're asking for. Takes the first pitch there for a strike. 0-1 count. Top of the 7th. Knotted up at 2. He hits that one hard to left field. Pete, it's going deep. It's going deep. But at the warning track, Sachs, the center fielder, brings it in. 3
Wow. All right. Bottom of the 7th. Annabelle Stokes 0 for 2. Milo Stewart 0 for 2. And Fiona Clark 0 for 2 with the strikeouts. Deshaun Levon's up to 72 pitches. Giving up 3. He's got 3 strikeouts, a walk, and 4 hits.
He may be able to get past these first 3 batters, though. Oh.
We may.
Annabelle Stokes is coming out. They're going to bring in a pinch hitter, Whopper Batsman. Normally plays second base. He's going to switch positions for her. He's only got a 167 average, a 1 home run, 1 RBI, but he's got a lot of power. So we'll see what happens here. The outfield is going to go deep on him, just in case. Pete Levon looking for his signal from Monstour. Gets it, winds up, delivers. Swing and a miss on a big slider there. 0-1 the count. That was good looking. Hang in there, Levon. You can get past this guy. That one's ripped down the left field line on the ground. Foul ball. And quickly, 0-2. We'll see what Levon comes with here. Pops that one up to right field. It's going deep, but it's foul, and he's not going to be able to get to it. Off the top of the wall. Good grab, LeBoink, off the as it bounces off. 75 pitches for Levon. Getting ready to throw 76. Gets a signal from Monstour. Likes it, nods, winds up, delivers. Pop down, foul ball behind the plate. 76 pitches, and Levon's still got a little bit of gas in the tank. This is his best game we've seen all season. He gets his 3rd strikeout, Pete. Way to put him down.
Now batting, the short
Sir.
Milo Stewart 0 for 2 on the day, and Milo Stewart's going to have a seat, Pete. They're bringing in Ralph Blue, the other shortstop. Again, power hitter with good contact. It looks like they're going for the long ball, Pete. They want somebody to go deep, and then as the pressure's up, fans on their feet, swings at that first one by his hands, hits it foul. He's eager. He may chase garbage. That one, no, he doesn't. High and outside, ball 1. 1-1. Bottom of the 7th, high pressure situation. That one he hits. Banks reaches out for it, can't get it. Biggs is going to stop it in left field, and he's at first base. And we're going to hope to get him a double play here by Fiona Clark, who's 0 for 2. And we'll see what happens at first base. The runner doesn't have a whole lot of speed. Infield's playing the double play. Deshaun Levon throws his 81st pitch on the inside corner, strike 1, 0-1 count. He just needs 2 more. Check swing, strike 2. 0-2 the count with a runner at first. Ooh, almost throws that away. Loses it. Ball 1, I'm sorry. 1-2 the count. Inside corner strike 3. Pete is his 4th strikeout. Clark didn't like it. She yammers.
Now batting.
1 more to go.
Pitcher.
The pitcher, Olaf Slakov, is juiced 0 for 2 with a batter at first base. He's a good power hitter, so he's got to be careful what he throws to Slakov. That pitch goes to Torrens, who's going to pick it up and make the easy out at first. 3 down, Pete. Way to go, Deshaun Levant.
There you go. You were saying we needed a long outing by him, and he's gone long. Deshaun Levant's leading off. Haley Dexter is 1 for 3 with the double. Buster Briggs 1 for 3 with the double. Slakov's up to 65 pitches and giving up 6 hits. This game's knotted up at 2.
It is. Well,
Deshaun Levant 0 for 2 with an RBI on the day.
They're going to give him the rest of the day off, Pete.
I think that's a good plan. That's a good plan. Deshaun Levant going to take a seat after one of the best outings he's had all season, Tommy. Coming in to pinch hit for Deshaun Levant, Poke Foster, the pinch hitter. He's hitting .214 on the season. No home runs and an RBI. He does not have a lot of power, but he does make a good contact, and he does not have a lot of speed on the base paths. There's pressure on the pitching staff right now. He's neutral and fit, and he's going to take a look at a Slakov, who's up at 65 pitches. That first one's in there for called strike. Strike 1. That one's popped up into center field. Sachs is under it, called everybody off, and Foster is retired on a long fly ball.
Haley Dexter is 1 for 3 with a double, hoping he can go 2 for 4 here. The pressure is amped up as we're late game, top of the 8th. Dexter likes it, goes for it, tries to get it to the gap at first, but batsman, the second baseman, picks it up, throws him out. 2 down.
Come on, Buster. Let's get one here. Left fielder, Buster Biggs. He's neutral and fit. 1 for 3. He's got a double and an RBI on the day. First pitch is outside. Ball 1. 1-0. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Evens up the count at 1. 1-1. There's a shot up the middle in the center field. That's a clean single for Buster Biggs. And he'll be standing at first with 2 outs.
2 outs, as you but Steve Monstour's up with a lot of power, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Monstour can put this over the wall. This is a high pressure situation. His first pitch is high, ball 1. Good patience there by Monstour. The Beewolves want to make something happen. Ball 2, and it looks like Slakov's losing a little bit of his stuff in his 74th pitch. Check swing by Monstour. Good patience. Ball 3. He shouldn't swing at this, but he does. Hits it straight to the second baseman, and 3 down. Poke Foster.
I should have let him throw. But that looked like it was right there.
Yeah.
Okay, coming out is Poke Foster. Coming in is Tats Belfour. Belfour, the relief pitcher's got a 7.16 ERA, a 1.41 WHIP. Got 10 Ks on the season. He's feeling neutral and fit. He's got a little bit less than average velocity. He's got about average junk and a little bit less than average accuracy. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. Coming up in the bottom of the 8th, Yoink Sachs 1 for 2 with a walk. Henry Hamster 0 for 3, and Juan Rojas 1 for 2.
Got to be real careful here. You can see something happen at this point in the game, you know.
Yes. Got to be careful here. Johan Sachs is 1 for 2 on the day. Beewolves and Herbisaurs locked up at 2 in the 8th. First pitch for Belfour is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's fouled off into just off of the wall along the first baseline, and Sachs is in the hole 0-2. Swing and a miss. Sachs goes down on strikes. No, goes down, strikes out. He's swung and a miss. Henry Hamster's tense and fit. He's 0 for 3 on the day. He likes the high pitch. Hitting 284 on the season. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's a little high. Evens up the count at 1. 1-1. Beewolves and Herbisaurs knotted up at 2. That's in there for a called second strike. Tats Belfour takes the lead with a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Hamster. That one's a little outside. Gets away from Monstour. Count evens up at 2. 2-2. That's fouled off. We'll re-rack it and do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Belfour delivers. It's a slow roller. Oh no. And Bertha Banks just ran. I don't even know what happened there. she just didn't get it. Didn't pick it up, and it went back to luckily Dexter's back there backing her up. But runner at first, 1 out. That's in there for a strike. Strike 1. Juan Rojas at the bat. That's in there for a called second strike. Rojas is known as a whiffer around the league. That's a foul ball. Tipped. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Rojas goes down. That's 2 outs with a runner at first base. And Grunt Manley, who is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. He's hitting .227 with 2 home runs and 9 RBIs. A runner at first base who's got some speed. Balfour throws over to keep the runner close to the bag. Gets that in there for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike to Grunt Manley. That's a little high. Count is evened up, 1-1. And there it is, a ground ball to Gina Torrens. Picks it up, makes the throw to retire Manley. Whew. We're going to the top of the 9th, tied up, 2-2. Beewolves have out hit the Herbisaurs 7-6. Allura Franco's 0 for 3. Billy LeBoink 1 for 3, and Torrens is 0 for 3. Olaf Slackoff is still in the game. He's thrown 75 pitches and given up 7 hits and 2 runs.
Number 82.
Laura Franco 0 for 3 on the day, hitting .385 for the season with 2 RBIs. Come on, Franco. That one's outside. Ball 1. 1-0. That one's inside. 2-0. That one's popped up in the center field. Sachs is calling everybody off. And he makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Billy LeBoink, 1 for 3 with a single. Hopefully Billy can get on base here. We'll see what can happen. We need some offense here, Beewolves. Takes the first pitch outside corner, strike 1. 0-1 the count. Second pitch is inside, ball 1. 1 apiece. Top of the 9th, knotted up at 2. Great game here today, actually. LeBoink smashes that one, and that's going to be into the gap in right center field. And he's going for second. Although he's barely going to make it there. Slide in for the double. Way to go now. He's in scoring position, Pete.
Yes, he is. Unfortunately, doesn't have a lot of speed, so we're going to need to. Gina Torrens 0 for 3 on the day. She's hitting .321 on the season. No home runs and 2 RBIs. That first pitch from Slackoff is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's outside. Ball 1. 1-1 with 1 out. That one's high, ball 2, 2-1. That's a shot to the second baseman. Picks it up, makes the throw to Manley at first, but she moves LeBoink 90 feet closer to home plate. Bertha Banks.
1 for 3 with a double. Bertha just needs a single, Pete, and the Beewolves go out in front. Takes the first pitch inside corner, strike 1. Reaches out, hits that one, is straight to the shortstop, though. That's going to be 3 down. Doggone it.
Dag nabbit. Yeah, that was a tough one. Okay, so we're going into the bottom of the 9th. Morton Stamberg, Whopper batsman, and Ralph Blue. Stamberg 0 for 3, batsman 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and Ralph Blue 1 for 1. Belfour's thrown 16 pitches. He's got 2 strikeouts and given up a hit.
Stamberg's 0 for 3, but he can hit the ball. Standing in the left-hand batter's box looking at Balfour, the right-hander. Balfour gets a signal, winds up, delivers inside corner, check swing, strike 1. On the count, bottom of the 9th up here. Great day for baseball. Great baseball being played. Slider misses outside. Ball 1, 1 apiece to Morton Stamberg, who is .271 on the season. Strike 2, 1-2 the count. Looking to put him away 0 for 4. He's got to be careful. That's his pitch. Hits it foul down the line. Foul. 1-2. Outside corner, strike 3, Pete. Another one by Balfour. He's digging it. Whopper batsman 0 for 1 on the day with a lot of power. He can end this game with 1 swing of the bat. Balfour is going to make sure that doesn't happen. Just check swing on the outside corner, slider makes it in there. Strike 1, 0-1 the count. Fastball inside corner, swing and a miss, strike 2. Balfour's aggressive going for him, throwing his 24th pitch as he gets a signal from Monstour. The wind-up, the delivery looked like a pitch out. Ball 1, 1-2 the count. Bottom of the 9th. 2 more outs to go. Inside corner, strike 3. Another one by Tats Balfour, Pete. Who is this guy?
Now batting.
Ted
I'm
Balfour's
buying him a
name.
drink.
Ralph Blue.
Ralph Blue's 1 for 1 with a single with good power and contact. Another dangerous batter. Balfour winds up, delivers to him. That one gets away into the dirt, rolls off to the side. 1-0 the count. Inside corner strike, no swing by Blue. Balfour closing in on 30 pitches. He's locked in and fit. Curveball, that's it to Torrens, who reaches out and grabs it for the third out. Pete, we're going extra innings.
Yes, sir. Magic Moore 0 for 3. Tats Balfour first at bat, and Hanley Dexter's 1 for 4 with a double. We're knotted up at 2. Beewolves about hit the Herbisaurs 8-6. Slackov at 87 pitches is still in the game.
Magic Moore.
Magic Moore's 0 for 3 on the day, but he's hitting 267 on the season. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. There's a smash. The third baseman lays out and is able to make the throw to retire
The pitcher. Tats Balfour.
that guy.
That's Balfour up. He's got 0 on the
Right.
season. That's it.
Do I go with Balfour or do I try somebody else?
I
He's
don't know.
pitching really well.
He is. He's got okay contact. Maybe a let him hit. They're gonna let Balfour hit. Stand there. He could be choosy with his pitches. First pitch comes inside ball one. Hey, maybe they walk him. Second pitch is right in it though. Strike 1, 1 apiece. 1 out in the top of the 10th. That one he likes. He reaches out, hits it, but it gets past the second baseman into center field, Pete. And look at that. Tats Balfour on first
Helping
base.
his own cause. Yeah, helping his own cause. All right. Hanley Dexter is 1 for 4 with a double, hitting 279 this season. No home runs and an RBI. He's feeling neutral and fit. Tats Balfour is not a threat to steal at first base. There's a shot in the center field for a clean single by Dexteris, and we got runners at first and second. Come on, Beewolves. This is the one right here. Come
Yeah,
on,
it is.
Biggs.
Biggs, put this over the wall, Buster, would you? I'd like to see you put this over the wall, Buster Biggs. No pressure. No pressure, though. Mr. Biggs hitting 313. Smashes it down the line, Pete. It's going to make it in there. It's into the gap, and he's coming around for home. He's going to slide in and make it.
Yes.
And the
All
Beagles
right,
take a lead.
3-2. Steve Monstour, the catcher, is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. He's hitting 483. He's got 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, and Slackov is still in there.
Wow.
That offering from Slackov is high. Ball 1, 1-0. Allen's outside. Ball 2, 2-0. There's a smash into right field. Everybody's going to hold up. 1 out. Bases loaded for Laura Franco.
Oh, Laura.
82.
Come on, baby. She's 0 for 4. She's got enough power to take it out. If her first could be a grand slam, Pete, could you imagine? Oh, it's a flubber down to third base. This is going to be a double play. And they're out of the
Dag
side.
nabbit, Pete. All right. Well, we get a run. 3 runs to 2. Beewolves have out hit the Herbisaurs 12-6. Yeah, it just aggravates me. It's right there. I know better. Fiona Clark, Olaf Slackov, and somebody else. We'll see what happens here. Fiona Clark, do you want to stick with Balfour or do you want to bring in Smack Avery?
I'm thinking Balfour for a little bit. He's pitching
Okay.
pretty good.
He is. That's in there for a called strike to Fiona Clark. 0-1. Clark is hitting 152, no home runs and 3 RBIs. Fouled that one off along the third baseline. She's in the hole 0-2. That was high. Ball 1-2. Balfour delivers. That's in there for a called strike 3. Clark goes down on strikes. Olaf Slackov, the starting pitcher, he's neutral and juiced. They're finally pulling Slackov. They're bringing in Nate Hankey, the catcher, who's going to pinch hit. He's hitting 333 on the season. No home runs, no RBIs. He's got about average power, a little bit better than average ability to connect, and not a whole lot of speed. So Nate Hankey against Tats Balfour. Balfour delivers the first pitch in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Hankey. Allen.
Oh, no. It's it
That's
back in right
on the
field.
ground. And quickly gets it into Torrens to hold him to a long single, but Hankey's at first base. Yoink Sachs, the center fielder, he's 1 for 3 on the day. He's hitting .323 on the season with 2 home runs and 12 RBIs. That one's high. Ball 1. 1-0. Hanky is not a threat to steal over at first base. That's in there for a called strike. Evens up the count at 1. 1-1. 1 out. That's in there for a second strike. 1-2. Sachs is content to watch that go by. He reaches out and fouls that one off along the first baseline. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. That one was high. Evens up the count at 2. 2-2.
Torrens grab to second, to first. Oh, not in time. She gets that first lead runner to go into second base, Pete.
Yes, sir. Harry Hamster, the third baseman. He's 1 for 4, 2 outs. Belfour is 1 out away from. Okay. Tats Belfour is going to come out and smack Avery. The closing pitcher is going to come in. He's got a 4.15 ERA, a 1.04 WHIP, and 5 strikeouts on the season. He's feeling neutral and fit. He's got better than average velocity. He does not. He's got less than average junk and less than average accuracy. 2 outs. Man on first base. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Avery goes to first to keep the runner close. 0-1. That one was high. Ball 1. 1-1. Hamster playing third base for the Herbisaurs today. Swing and a miss. Hamster's in the hole. 1-2 with 2 outs. Avery steps off the base, and the runner's back to first.
The throw to second. He makes it in
there.
Don't
get him. Yeah. Ball 2. 2-2 to Hamster with 2 outs. Tying run at second base. Hamster fouls that one off along the third baseline. 2-2. It's popped up to center field. Magic Moore is there, makes the catch. And the Beewolves take the first one. All right, that's what we wanted to see, Tommy. It was a tight match. We got some good play out of our defense. I think we got a great outing from Deshaun Levon. Beewolves win.
Oh boy, beating the last place team, beating the first place team. Like you said, it was a close game. Good defense. It was actually really good baseball. Defensively, we held them to 7 hits, 2 runs on those 7 hits, and they got them both in the first 4 innings. The Beewolves strung them out. They got 12 hits, only 3 runs, but 1 at the very beginning, 1 in the middle, and 1 at the end.
Yes, sir. I had to take a big swig of scotch.
Unusually, we see Laura Franco go 0 for 5 on the day, and Gina Torrens 0 for 4. Magic Moore 0 for 4, so we really didn't get much help offensively there.
No. Like I said, I'm wondering, we were riding Laura Franco for so long. Maybe she's cooling off a little bit. Same thing with Torrens. She's been pretty steady for through this losing effort. She may be cooling off as well. Magic Moore, I think, couple of poor pitch choices. Chased a couple of poor bad pitches.
Well,
and
Buster Biggs gets 2 RBIs, and Deshaun Levon not only playing very well out there, he gets an RBI as well.
Yeah, good for Deshaun Levon, good shot. Tats Belfour 1 for 1, scored a run. So and he scored the go ahead. So he scored the go ahead run. So I mean, even you're getting production out of your pitchers. I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have taken that big swing of scotch.
Well, there's only 1 player on the Herbisaurs that even got 2 hits. Grunt Manley was 2 for 4 today. The best anyone else could do was 1 for 4, 1 for 3.
Batsman, 2 strikeouts. He's a substitute. He comes in as a substitute and gets 2 strikeouts. Fiona Clark, 3 strikeouts. She struck out 3 times.
Wow.
I mean, that's a pitching game right there. Again, I can't believe we didn't get the slack off earlier.
As far as the pitching goes, Deshaun Levon has his best game we've seen him play. He goes 7 innings, gets 5 hits off and 2 earned runs, one walk with 5 strikeouts. He drops the ERA, Pete, from 17 or 15 down to 9.88. Unfortunately, with the timing of it all, he doesn't get the win. Tess Belfort comes in, throws 2.2, gets 2 hits off him, 5 Ks on his own, and he gets the win. He's 3-0 on the season, Pete.
Yeah, he's we've only got 4 wins, and he tallied 3 of them.
Smack Avery then racks up his 4th save of the season. I know you're looking to dish him. I like him. Olaf Slakoff pitches that complete game, Pete. Goes 10 innings.
Yeah.
Gets 12 hits.
I couldn't believe that. I thought when he got to the like 8th or 9th, I thought they were going to pull him.
I've never seen a pitcher go 10.
Me neither. And that was it. We got to him, and I can't remember who it was, but they jumped on the first pitch. Maybe it was even Laura Franco, but honestly, if they would have taken a couple more pitches, I think we could have run up the score. But Slakoff 10 innings, 12 hits. He gave up 3 earned runs. His ERA is at 4.07, and he's 0-1 on the season. So there's your Herbisaurs.
Players of the game, Pete.
The first player of the game, Olaf Slakoff, starting pitcher. He went 10 innings, 12 hits, and 3 earned runs.
10 innings. We should get him on there for sure, just to that alone, even if he got lit up. But he didn't. He played very well. Buster Biggs gets the second one, the second start of the game. Left fielder. It was 3 for 5 with a double and 2 RBIs, Pete.
Yeah, he's playing really well, and it was nice to see LeBoink contributing today as well. The third star of the game is none other than Deshaun Levant, Tom.
Wow.
7 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits, 2 earned, and 1 walk. So
little does he know
way to go.
There was a bus ticket with his name on it that got tossed in the garbage before the game, and there he is. That's much better.
48-52, so we're right in there. I like that. I like when it's close. 6 hits for Tommy, 4 strikeouts. I got 6 hits, 3 RBIs, 2 great catches, and 6 strikeouts.
Wow, yeah, you really played all over the place.
I was pissed after the last game.
So
I was mad.
Post-game show, that was solid.
That was solid, and it's like we talked about. That's what we wanted to do. We want to come up here and at least split with the Herbisaurs. We'd love to be able to just win out, and we took a good step forward in that direction. We took the first game. That's what you want to do, and we got that. Deshaun Levant's our 4th pitcher, so we're going back to the start of our rotation, which would be Hurley Bender, our superstar pitcher, coming up in the second game. So I like our chances.
Yeah, he's facing Jem Qualita. Looks like they're looking at the schedule before we come home briefly. We got a 6-game stretch with 1 home game, 2 up here in the Seattle area, 1 at home, and then we're in New York, Los Angeles, and St. Louis, all over the country.
Yeah, Jem Qualita. How's she doing this year?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Well,
hey, Liza Peck is now under $5 million.
Well, hold on 1 second. So we're now 5 games back, Pete. What a way to make a difference. If we win 2 straight, we can go 4 games back, and all of a sudden...
Yeah, all of a sudden we're back in the hunt. We're right there knocking on the door. And, we're starting to see more signings from the free agent wire. Yeah,
let's see here. What is it? Player development. So, so after this... excuse me, last game, right trigger. All right, the 3-2 win there. Our team... Well, we got a live from the Hive coming up before our next game. We're going to do that up here in Seattle. Maybe not right now, but Maximilian Garcia lowered his asking salary. He's down to 5.8. Okay, the Crocodons. All right, there you go. So the Crocodons released... Who'd they release? Tarzan Woodburn gets dumped. The 31-year-old pitcher, first baseman, third baseman. He's a C-, 96 fielding and an 83 arm, but not much for hitting. But he had contact against right-handed pitchers. Signed Blakely Hyark, 21-year-old second baseman / shortstop. She's a B-. Yeah, she does better on the hitting there and likes the high pitch.
But she does not have much of an arm.
Tell me about Deshaun Levant, Pete.
What about Deshaun Levant?
The player development.
Oh, player development available. Concealed pine tar. Deshaun Levant is raring to take on a new training regimen for $1,018,500, he can pick up 2 velocity. He can pick up either 5 or a 15% chance of picking up 15 on his accuracy. And he's got a 15% chance to gain BB prone, walk prone. I don't know about all that. Not for $1,018,000 anyway, you know?
Well, we're not going to... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
We're not going to give you scores of these ones. We'll do that at the live from the Hive. But we may try. I don't know if we find time. We could maybe see if we catch an Arctics game, or the Crocodons are in town. Playing if we have time. If not, anyway.
I'm always available for a game.
All right. Well, I think we'll probably wrap it up here. We got to get this to edit and get it out to broadcast.
To the people.
Yes. So,
get it out to the people.
Another great win. Another great win there. It's the exciting.
It is. It's and this is one of the games we wanted, and we got it. So, way to go, Beewolves. Keep going, man. Keep it up. Let's take the next one, and like you said, we'll move up into at least 4 games out, and we can officially consider ourselves kind of back in the hunt. You know.
Yep. All right. Well, until the next one, still here in Tacoma. This is Tommy G.
And this is PJ. And we're saying, get out of here.